Hello everybody and welcome to a very exciting episode because today we are going finally for the highest stage here in Viridian Coves for those guys here, so the executives want to upgrade soon. First of all, we do need the IntelliWare. That is something that we need. That is one last big production chain for that stage, and then we enter the last stage of those guys. First of all, before we do that, actually, I also want to start with my sector project because it takes quite some time, lots of stages, and in that case, it's good to start with that early. Let's have a look at him.
Started on a project that will lead the way for generations to come. Will you rise to the occasion?
I think so.
More than ever, there are challenges to be faced in this era. What the people need right now is a confident, steadfast leader. And you can help us convey that message. We want to commemorate the first wave taking place a century ago. With the lunar licensing program starting, what better time is there to remind humanity of its potential? That's a good one. Building a breathtaking monument is a tremendous responsibility. Beaumont already speaks highly of you. And when you're done, I'm sure everyone else will too.
Alright, so that's the sector project. And yeah, it's going to be lots of tiny work things there, and then again time barriers and stuff like that. So we need to start small, and that is, first of all, we need to drag this drone there to the rocks, and we need to destroy those rocks there. So let's get my command ship for that. Well, let's get it over here. And by the way, there's a sector project in every sector in this game, so if you want, you can have a sector project everywhere and do these missions. There we have the drone, and now let's get the drone over there to the rocks, and as we can see, the drone is now shooting the rocks. So this is the beginning of something great. I hope so, at least. Oh, and this rock here still.
I can see why everybody is talking about you. I have something
because I can shoot rocks.
Could let you add a lot of value to your company.
Alright, next one is maintain a credit balance of 2,000. I think we are at 60,000. And for another 40 seconds. As you can see, this is rather step 2 out of 5, so it's really early here, and regular fireworks, fountain ornament, and cold color fireworks we get out of this one. That's fine. Now, we need to prepare the IntelliWare while we wait for that. First of all, we do need a bit more energy. Energy is getting a bit, well, I should say, scarce. Or the space for that is not so great anymore, as we can see. We probably, yeah, we could squeeze in something over here, right? 89% efficiency is totally fine, and I would really like to go with one more down here. Probably the one that we can go for. Yeah, very good. So 1,700. Oh, and the step has been finished there as well.
It looks like you're going to be trusted with that.
Alright, so attach the worker boat to your command drone. Where is the drone? Alright, the drone should be here somewhere, it seems. Or the worker boat. Use the vehicle. Right, so we need to tow these worker boats over there. It seems like they don't have an engine or something like that. So we just need to take them over there real quick. To this one. That's the first one. And the second one is over here.
Underway.
And I just love how the cars are flying over the bridge there. It's pretty cool.
Ropes are fixed.
There we have the second boat. And I can totally see how this statue here will enhance the whole scenery here.
I can see why.
And that is the next step, and as we can see, something else appears here now.
An assignment from the very top.
Alright, maintain a production of the biopolymers. So we need to keep that for another 60 seconds again. Production of that. And we do have the energy, we do have the workforce. Logistic-wise, let's have another depot here. And then we can finally start with the IntelliWare. First of all, we do need silicon mines. We have a few spots left here, so I'm going to use those 3 spots here for the silicon only. And as we can see, we can put 4 modules on them, each of them. And then we have a surplus of 60. 66 actually. That looks amazing. Right, then we have the silicon. We have a few additional mining sites then left open for later. And the other thing that we need is the flax plantation. That is something that takes a lot of space again, and that we have, well, I guess over here. where we had the
I can see
vitamin
why
drinks and stuff like that that we no longer need here. Right, so let's start with that.
Assignment from the very top.
I just need to see now how the modules are located. I think this one is the right one. Nope, it's not. Right, because they have a certain spot. This one. Right, so we can add it like this. And then we can have the whole row here for that. And yeah, we do need a few of them. So let's just have those guys here now. Workforce really is not a problem here as opposed to Wildwater Bay, where we constantly need to upgrade the town. Here we don't need that. Here the only thing that's really limiting us with that high production here is the energy, which is going down incredibly fast. There we have the flax. That's a fiber. So in this case here, we kind of like grow it in those factories and or farms, and as you can see we have lots of stuff here to expand, you know, so we can take the whole row here then just with flags, make it as efficient as possible. The next one would be load your vehicles. Now that the material production is wrapped up, all that's left to do is delivering. Proceed quickly or press the might to create the project as a time sink, and it's step 5 out of 5, but don't worry, it's really not the last step, so it's only I think step 1 out of 3 that we finished then with that. I think it's 15 steps or something like that. Let's get to the my spaceport, where we do need to collect the biopolymers, and then we deliver that back here to the sector project to finish the first stage.
I knew my trust wasn't misplaced. This is a wise, long-term investment, and I'm excited to see how it pays off once the construction has been completed.
So we got the feed.
We're ready to proceed. Just say the word.
The next one would be now to find suitable tree along the coast. And here we have them, and we need just to collect them, you know, so in that case it's not that difficult, just the trees that glow up here. One more. That was a crate. Nothing that we really need. Do we have another tree? There is one.
I can see why everybody is talking about it.
Because I can destroy rocks and collect
trees. It looks like you're going to be trusted with that.
Maintain a credit balance. As you can see, it's a bit higher now, the credit balance, and the time that we need to wait for is also a bit longer. So, you know, it's just a real time sink there for the project. Now we have the fiber. What I can say is that, yeah, we do need more of these panels there once again. Let's have another panel here. And, yeah, over here we can have 2 more panels. Right, for a bit of energy, that's fine. And now we can start with the next production, which is the microchips. So let's have a look at that. The microfabrication hall uses silicon to produce microchips for further processing. That's the next step that we need, and it's a very expensive production, it really is. And where should we have it? Should we have it right here? Yeah, let's have it here. Let's see, how's the module looking? Fine, we can have it like that, fitting in nicely. And we just need to see then how much silicon we actually have at the end of the day, right? I don't think it's consuming that much silicon. We still have silicon, very good. And that's the end of it now. So that's 65 microchips and 78 fiber. There we produce the microchips. I love the high-tech productions. Beautiful. And then we go for the last step, which is the IntelliWare. Right, so uses microchips and flax fibers to produce IntelliWare demanded by your employees. It's a big production. It's the most expensive one out of these. And let's see where we can place it. First of all, we do have the fine food here. We can move that away a bit. Right, let's move the fine food over here. And that one here too. Right, and then we have a bit of space here for that.
We'll keep you in mind for future assignments.
Oh, we do need
an assignment from the very top.
Some logistics again. And just look at the balance now that is climbing once we have more of these guys here then. Oh, wait a second. Here, we do have those modules. Alright, so it's squeezing in here. It's a bit of a problem. Where should we have those factories there? Because I'm using so much space here already. And as you can see, we don't have that much space anymore. Ah, I know. Let's get rid of that again. Let's have it down here. Because here we still have lots of space. That's just perfect spots here for those IntelliWare productions. So there we have the first one. And I think we can squeeze in here a few of these modules, costing us an insane amount of it, and it's barely producing anything, though the balance should be going up a bit more than that. That's fine. And we still have lots of these buildings to build, right? They don't consume that much. There we have another one. Here we can have another one, another one. And then we have these modules here. I mean, they look really nice, those buildings. High quality stuff. But oh boy, are they expensive.
I'm sitting on my hands.
And we
all
still
day.
have lots of stuff here to do. And as you can see, we climb now that we have the IntelliWare level 41. Get a bit of a bonus out of this one here. That's the fabrics here, the manufacturing. Really cool. And yeah, we do need once more some logistics that we can have here. And then we can continue with those modules. Energy-wise, still a bit fine. And here, then we're actually positive with IntelliWare for now. You know, but still, we only have now the basic for what we have already.
This route will soon be
as soon as we upgrade,
what do you want
we're
to
negative
do
again, and we can still build more. For that, we do need, however, another block of the fiber here. And that is something we can have. So let's have a road here. So I know how much we need now here, and we can have another flex here. Those modules are really small, so that's a good thing. And we can only have 4 of these per farm. And it's good to have that here because they consume a lot of workforce. So it's really important to have these high quality productions then in Viridian Coast itself. Now we have a surplus of 18. We still should have lots of microchips. Yeah, so we can still continue with those factories here. Actually, let's squeeze in one here, even though we cannot really complete it to the fullest. Right, and here we have 2 modules. And as I can see, energy is once again the problem. And yeah, the fusion reactor is the only solution to that. Because the next production chains for the for the highest stage then is even more. A bit more energy, but it's not enough. Do we have a free coastal side somewhere? No. Because that would give us an additional energy there. There we still have a bit of space.
Attention. Lack of transporters impairing production.
Yes, I'm going with that as well. Soon. We still need the energy. Boy, I never believed that I would have the whole thing here spammed with those. 900 energy, and that's pretty much it. There we can squeeze in one more. And we do need some more logistics. Righto, and now we can continue with those modules. Right, so that's 66 that we have now as a surplus. That's pretty good. 66. So those people here, the executives, are really happy now. They have everything they need, they ever wanted. In that case, we have enough neuro implants as well. We have enough food and water, luxury food, and also these bioenhancers from the moon. So everything is ready basically to upgrade those guys. Let's start with the upgrading here. Right, so in our main center, what I can see here is that we do need a bit of more information down here for those guys. Right, and then let's upgrade the smaller ones here first. Beautiful. The same thing here. Oh, this guy also needs some information. Let's just get rid of him. Right, we can have something else here then. Well, let's just upgrade those guys here now too. Level 42, but that is only the beginning. Once we start upgrading now the big guys here. How many can we do? Oh, not that many, because it's just consuming so much of my resources. What's the cap here? The super alloys are the cap. Right, perhaps we can purchase. Yeah, we can purchase a few of them.
Friend, have a very good eye.
Make everything full. And now, let's do it. Let's see. Those guys here.
We haven't been introduced.
Now, those are some nice buildings. There we now have the investors, as they're called. This will skyrocket the balance even more. This is the highest stage in Viridian Coves. She's wearing a really nice outfit there. Level 44 right away, so we skip one level right from scratch, and as we can see, we're going for 45 at least, which is going to be the local leader title.
Attention.
And boom, there it is. Local leader.
Label adapted to reflect.
We are at a balance of 90,000 now, but that is still not enough. Absolutely not. What do they need now? They need replicators, quantum computers, anti-grav compensators, androids, and entertainment. Entertainment is pretty interesting. That the investors want a stadium. So we have the stadium. And yes, that is our powerhouse center here now. Those buildings just look absolutely amazing. As we're in here, just look at that. That is exactly how I imagine a city 200 years from now. Exactly like this. Beautiful. Now, we want to have more of these guys. First of all, we do need more super alloys for that. So we are producing super alloys, but just not enough for those guys. We want to still increase our balance here. We are looking pretty good there, but for the most part. You know, we still have everything in store here. Here's everything fine. So we can upgrade lots of them actually. Pushing us right to level 46. That's a lot of money coming in, and we'll need that money. Trust me, that's not even 4 fusion reactors right now that we have money-wise. And we do need the fusion reactors next. Right, while those guys grow and my super alloys come back again, we need to continue with the sector project as well. A touch of luxury. Marble walkways will be cherry on the cake. Of course, I can take care of the... hang on, a call from an investor. I have to take it. You see to everything, right? Marble stone. Collect that.
Warning. Unfulfilled demand.
Do we need to click on that? Yes, we need to click on that. Oh no, we need to send our ship now this time.
Affirmative.
Androids we need to produce as well. So those are productions we will not be able to do here anymore fully.
Container loaded.
Because we just don't have the space for that.
On our way.
Right, how much space do we need? Yeah, we have that space here for one more production. We still have a bit of space here, but I also want to have more houses here too, that we can actually squeeze in here right away. Like so. Here we have another main road going over there. Then we should be able to squeeze in 3 of them. Very good. But we are coming to an end of Viridian Coves here for building space. Like, of course I don't want to endlessly, you know, build now those houses there. And we could even squeeze in a few more here. Oh yeah, and we do need the stadium, so that might be a nice space here then also for a stadium. We have the metro station here already, so it kind of makes sense to have a stadium here then as well. Let's try to squeeze in a few more of those guys here. Alright, and there we have the outskirts now of the city. In that case here we can have a beautiful stadium, and here we have the transition then more or less from the residents, the big ones, to the smaller ones, and then only one row at the end. And this is really the end of Viridian Coves then here. And we can then have, for example, more factories here, then especially those fiber optics or fiber fabrics here that we can then squeeze in here perfectly. I think that's a nice end to the town here at the end of the district. The same we have here already, so we are kind of like on the border to the mountains there anyway. So we have a natural border for Viridian Coves. We have a few more super alloys. Let's continue with more of these beautiful juicy investors. Here we can have more just around our park center there, and pushing us right to the next level there, of course. Beautiful. level 48 as well, so we're bumping there. And 130,000 as the balance right now, and 228,000. So as you can see, it took quite some time to reach the first 100,000, but we doubled that now within, I think, 2 episodes or 1 episode even, because of the investors there. They just house so many people. And we still have the marble that we need to do then.
Full speed ahead.
And, oh, we haven't collected it. Let's
Cargo
collect it.
gathered.
Let's collect this one.
Loading concluded.
This one.
Cargo gathered.
How many more? 2 more? I don't think it's up here. There is one. And, oh yeah,
Loading
that's
concluded.
hiding.
Cargo gathered.
Right, and let's deliver that to the statue. To finish the next step. How many steps do we have here? 5, once again.
Entrusting you with that was a good decision. A volunteer is needed to take care of this issue.
Maintenance the workforce here. Another 2 minutes that we need to wait. It is step 4. Righto, and yeah, while we wait, we can upgrade more. Our goods are looking good so far, so we still have a surplus of, oh, the neuro implants. They're a bit lacking now, but that should be fine. We don't need any super alloys for those upgrades here, so I can just add a few more if I want to those guys here. So we kind of like grow here, city, more to the outskirts then. And here, yeah, here we have the stadium then, so I'm going to leave a bit of space there. And of course we have still lots of green area here too that I want to use then for some parks and stuff like that. Here we do need some information once again. So I have an information center here, one here, and some security they also want. Another security center here, and one here at the outside the town. So I think we are not going to grow anymore here, because we still need a bit of room there for some high quality production chains as well. Right. The only thing that's important is that we have some higher quality buildings here and not these flat residences there. I mean, they look nice and stuff, but I just love the skyscrapers way more. And I want to have that close to the riverside there as well. Then we can upgrade those. And oh yeah, lots of information is needed over here. We should do that because that increases the workforce or the workers more and gives me more taxes there as well. So let's have another information center here, but that will not be enough, of course. We can have one more here, one more here. Is that enough? Seems to be enough though. That's fine, right? So that's a bit more workers there. Oh, the money is flowing. Next step, the last step for this step, project, stage, kind of, is attach a workboat to the command ship. Alright, we need to tow more boats to the project there, to the sector project. Let's do that. There we have the first one.
Ropes are fixed. Copy that.
And there comes the second one in. And we have finished the next stage, park and statue legs.
You can take over again.
Perfect timing. I just had a call with our stakeholders about the final phase. They want us to install a new holographic display. The processing power needed is nothing to sneeze at. So maintain a production surplus of qubit processors in Viridian Coves. Now that is something that is going to take us quite some time. The qubit processors, that is one of the new production chains that we have now. So let's have a look there at our investors. They want now the quantum computer, and the anti-grav compensator is something from the moon as far as I know. Let's have a look. Investors, that we have them. Qubit processors. We haven't even... oh no, I think that is for the Arctic entirely. So here we do have the neutronium lab for the replicators. That needs though the diamonds. And rare earth elements. So the diamonds, once again, we do need then mining sites that we don't have, right? So we do need more mining sites to import the diamonds. So we do need another sector for that. And we have the androids. They need the synth cells and the synaptic circuits, and they need bioresin and silicon, right? So silicon is good because we actually have a silicon production here already, and we still have 1, 2, 3 mining slots. Okay, that is not much. 2 mining slots. That's the end of it, right? So that's the next production chain then. But first of all, what we should be doing is, well, we should be upgrading more building, and then we should focus on the fusion reactor, since without that I will not be able to fulfill the higher production chains there. It's just too much energy that we need. Corporate level 49, and I still want to upgrade a few more. Those guys here, and I think that's the end of it. I think we cannot upgrade more because there's a limit on it usually. But level 50, there it is. Level 50, we have unlocked the title mid-size
Registered
business.
under new name.
Still growing there a bit, that's fine. But isn't that looking nice? I mean, come on, what a beautiful town. We're still missing the headquarter here then as well. Other than that, we can now continue then on the other side there. And yeah, the skyline is growing. And the statue as well. Fusion reactor, here we go. Stay tuned.